All right, welcome to week 14. This is for English 10. If you're watching this, it's because you were absent on one or multiple days this week. So, this week, I have an announcement to start us off, but we are going to be doing revision stations and peer feedback. So, at this point, you should have your first draft for your paper completely finished, and we're going to work on reviewing it, revising it, and giving some feedback via partners with peers in class. We're going to be looking on Wednesday, kind of taking a quick little break from our paper and looking at resume writing because I think it's really important that we bring in some real world aspects to the classroom in a way that's super, super practical. So we're going to look at that on Wednesday. We'll have some independent reading time, and then we're going to have time on Friday to work on our papers to revise based off of the feedback that we were given. And then we'll have first chapter Friday. So the first announcement is our winter food boxes. Mr. Backus and Mr. Tiffin are the teachers that decided to start this idea, and it's not a requirement, but they asked if any teachers would be interested in having their classes participate, and I was so down for it. So basically, what it is that it's our opportunity to support families in need this holiday season in our community. You see these stickers around Titan Family, Titan Strong. You hear the phrase Titan Family a lot, and it's because that's what we are. And families support each other and help each other, especially when things are a little bit rough. So we are going to be providing for across the whole school 15 boxes to families in need, so one box per class. And then it's going to be running from December 6th, which is this Monday, to December 15th. And I believe December 16th is the day that they are going to be taken out to the community. So if you want to be involved in that, I can get you some more information. So our objective is to fill the box that's in my classroom with items listed, or to donate money so that we can get them a Safeway gift card. And this is the list. This is also linked on Canvas in this week's module, week 14. So if you are down to help me and to partner with me, again, you could bring one thing, you could bring one can, and that would be awesome. Whatever it is, one package of pancake mix, it doesn't matter. You can be as generous as you want to or provide at least one thing. But again, it's not a requirement. It's just something that I am encouraging us to do because I think it's really important to support people that are around you and in your community. So this week we are doing revision stations. Again, you should have your first draft of your paper done. But even though I'm a young teacher, I'm fairly new. I'm not stupid. I know that people are going to procrastinate. So I've come prepared with a backup plan for those of us that have not finished our paper. So if you are done, you're going to do revision stations on Monday. If you are not done, you're going to do revision stations on Friday, and you're going to take Monday to finish your paper. Again, it's the first draft, so it's not going to be perfect. So please don't be stressing out about that. That's not what we're trying to focus on. So with revision stations, you're each going to get this handout. And as you are going through the stations with your partner, you're going to be filling this out and figuring out what you need to do based off of the feedback that they gave you. So you're going to pick a partner. You'll be with the same partner for every station. So ideally, you will go through all 6 with the same person and be looking at their paper. They will look at yours and give you some feedback. And you will use this handout to answer the questions to kind of create a game plan for your revision. And you will be turning in this handout, and this is going to be part of the credit that you get for your paper as a whole. So make sure you do this. So on Wednesday, we're going to take a quick pause from our argumentative essay, and we're going to look at resume writing because you are 15, 16, somewhere in there as sophomores, and you're at the age where you can get a job now. And I think that this is something that I very vaguely remember being taught in high school, and I feel like it's something that's obviously very valuable because if you want to make money, you have to have a job and you have to have a resume in order to get a job. So, we are going to look at what that all entails. So, if you're watching this video and you're absent the day that we do this, I want you to brainstorm to yourself a list of things that you think should be on a resume. What do you think is required? So here's the thing. When I was in high school, I believe my computer teacher, he was kind of, it was like a almost like a graphic design class that I took. He taught us how to make resumes, and I might have misinterpreted what he said, but for some reason I thought, oh, there is one way to write a resume, and if I don't do it like this, I'm not going to get a job. And even just saying that now sounds ridiculous because it is. So there's not like one perfect way to create a resume, but there are some things that you really should follow. Number one, it needs to be short but sweet, not too wordy and one page only. You have to assume that you are not the only person applying for the position. So an employer is not going to want to look through 10 resumes and all those resumes are 5 pages each. It's just too much. They need to be short and sweet. The second thing is that you need vital information only. So think about writing to your audience. We've talked about this before. As an example, when I was applying for this position as a teacher at West Salem High School, and I was thinking, okay, what type of jobs have I had? What should I put on my resume? My very first job was when I was 16 and I worked at a frozen yogurt shop. And yes, that's part of my history, my work history, but should I put that on a resume when I'm applying to become a teacher? Not necessarily, because I don't know what skills are involved in a frozen yogurt shop that would transfer over to being a teacher. Not really much, maybe other than like customer service. But that was my decision to go, you know what? I don't think that's super vital for them to know. It's more vital that they know that I did a student teaching program and have volunteered in areas and organizations that involve youth. So you got to think about, who are you writing to? Who is your possible future employer? And then the last thing is grammar. Grammar really matters because it's going to show professionalism. You do not want to have a bunch of spelling errors or using apostrophes weird or not capitalizing proper nouns. We need to make sure our grammar is cleaned up because that's going to portray to this future employer that the stranger that they're looking at is someone who is professional and knows how to write well. So this is going to be linked on Canvas. It's linked in the slides that are also linked on Canvas. And you can take a look at this. This is my resume. It's a template. And you're going to make a resume. If you already have one, come talk to me individually. But I would assume most, if not all of us, have never made one. So there's another way that you can make one. If you go into your Google Drive and go to new, as if you're going to open up a brand new Google Doc, if you go over to this arrow, it'll show you blank document or from template. And when you click on from template, it'll give you options, lots of options of different things. And they give you 5 different templates for resumes. So you can totally use this. And then you're going to start filling in your information. Or you can start from scratch and kind of build it like I did. It's totally up to you. But you are going to write a resume and you're going to submit it. It's going to be a submission box in the week 14 modules on Canvas. So that's our plan for Wednesday. So on Friday, we are again finishing up our revision stations. So if you were able, because you were ready to do revision stations on Monday, then you're going to use Friday to implement that feedback, to actually change your paper and revise it. And if you were finishing your first draft on Monday, you're going to use Friday as a day to do those revision stations with a partner. So lastly, we have first chapter Friday. This week, it's Star Wars week. I could have waited for May, the week of May 4th. May the 4th be with you, but I just got too excited. So we have several books here. These 3 are kind of mocking and making fun of Shakespearean plays in the form of Star Wars stories, and they're pretty funny. So these are from the library upstairs. So if you'd like to check them out, let me know. This is called Ahsoka by E.K. Johnston. Ahsoka Tano is a Clone Wars character, and this book takes place in between episode, I'm trying to remember which one. It's right before A New Hope, right after Order 66 happens, in Revenge of the Sith. So, Light of the Jedi is a new book that came out, I think, last year. And then Star Wars from a Certain Point of View is a really cool book. Every single chapter is a short story, and it's from different scenes that happened in the very first Star Wars movie, A New Hope, but they're told from the point of view of a minor character instead of one of the lead characters. And it's very interesting to see different takes on what happened in the movie. So In class, I'll share this one with you. This is the last chapter. I have it on audio, and it's very funny. Most of the stories actually aren't like supposed to be comedic and humorous, but this one is, and so I thought it would be a good one to listen to in class. So that is it for week 14 for English 10. If you have questions, please let me know.